Yeah, I mean, out of all the Coddle combos left, I feel like Pango's the only one. But Bristleback, I love that pick, actually. Big fan of that.
Which he's definitely capable of. So far, they're using it to kill some boars.
Yeah, got a shards. Not to block in Whisper, but try and block in some boars. Deadshot back into play. Does have the calling out. Chrysalis got the latch on to Matthew. Turns around, throws out the blood grenade to see if they can kill Whitemon, but Whisper, he thinks better of it. Goes after Chrysalis instead. Tag team pulling them together. Whitemon taking a lot of damage here. Has a snowball up in a second. Won't be able to get it off. The Deadshot claims his life first. And it hit Chrysalis too, so they can keep on this change with a massive creep wave behind them. It can take the tower, and this is going to be terrible for Tundra. They lose Chrysalis here, they're going to lose out on a massive amount of gold and experience from this creep wave.
Unless you just completely
back
all
to mid. Whitemon off of his stat, tries to make a move happen. Boat is going to be dodged with the snowball. They still have the torrent up. That's going to land onto the Bristleback, but not enough for a separation. Analog in some trouble. Push back in. Nice use of the dead shot, though. Gets a little bit of distance, and Analog will lose that viscous nasal goo stack, and he will survive as a result. Up to the top lane. It got broken a little bit by the Bristleback, so I'm not sure if this move is going to come to us as a surprise or not. Soxa has made the read of the situation, but 33 still walking into him because BZM is going to join him with that haste rune. The calling goes down, keeping the Doom inside of that silence. It's annoying. The Torrent hits him as well with a dead shot back into play. Yuma can build up that damage. Still, though, what about the Bristleback? Threatened a little bit by the claws, but he's keeping the goose stacks on Yuma. Tag team trying to give him a little bit of helping hand there with some extra movement speed, but still, Whitemon, he disengages as his core disengages. Bristleback feeling like he can't keep going for it.
They're going to get Soxa.
Rather easily, in fact. Heroic bringing the equal numbers.
You don't connect, you can just TP top, but they are actually going to connect here.
They're going to find him. Chrysalis was backing up, but he's still going to be found by the combination. Now he's going to try and get the kill onto the Jakiro. He doesn't quite get the damage in time. So Whisper almost has his axe. There were stacks on stacks on stacks for him. It wasn't just the Ancients, it was the two side camps as well that were stacked up for him. Matthew, see if he pops that ultimate, just TP's out. That's what he does. Snowball's going to stop him here, but Whisper's on his way. Nice dead shot back, pushing away the Razor. Yeah, it does feel like if they don't make something happen soon.
Yeah, like this easy plays right.
Kill, it's nice.
And blink on the beast. I like that as well. Not too passive, nothing greedy.
Trying to catch Whisper.
He's dead.
Got the Doom on him. He is dead.
Unlucky for him. But he will get his blink very fast now because he
nickel and dime.
Also, it would free up an item slot, which is it's not irrelevant. Oh.
Whisper tries to strike back. Now Drinking Buddy's going to try and pull them out of the boat once again. The snowball saves, and it's on the board, so they're not going far. Now there's the Rod Vatos, and they're going to go for the quick kill on a Whitemon if they can. It's delayed a little bit, though, by the barriers. Beautiful Ice Path catches Doom. Not able to finish him up. They have to turn back to Chrysalis, who is tearing apart the back line. He is just destroying them with his Mjolnir and his ult going off. He just ripped through 3 or 4 heroes. Yuma is lucky to be alive, frankly. No stuns available there from Tundra. Right, something to think about. Very important. Thank you, Avery, for that important bit of information that we should analyze deeply in the coming next 10 to 15 minutes. Analog taking a lot of damage, reflecting some of it with his blade mail. Needs some help. Can Heroic take this fight to get off the roar just before the Doom? But once again, the counter is there. Drinking Buddy, Snowball, and chasing after them. Whisper's going to be stuck inside the shards with the combination of the Will-O-Wisp as well. Both him and King Jungles are going to die underneath that AoE, and Analog gets chased down by BZM.
They are going to feel incredibly comfortable in this game.
Heroic just getting further and further behind, more and more pickoffs happening. Top 3 net worth, all Tundra cores is coming up.
His recalls are just closing out the map too. A lot of extra map mobility for this Bristleback who normally wouldn't have it. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Gets zapped down rather easily. The positioning perhaps.
Now this
four-man smoke wrap around behind Tundra.
This could be really good if you can find the Tusk first, because that alleviates a lot of your teamfight problems.
They might just be able to find him. Whitemon heading to the north, just outside of them. Now BZM's going to back up into the smoke. They know this is coming. They redirect their positioning. Whisper forced to use the roar just to try and get out of here. All of Heroic trying to back away. They're not sure whether they're going in or out. The Doom has been used. And amp damage on Yuma. He's going to have to carry this fight alone because Whisper and Analog just seemingly can't do anything about it.
That fight's over. I think you have to contest this, don't you?
You certainly do not give up Roshan with an Ursa lineup like this, but Heroic finding that the positioning of Tundra trumps them time and time again. There's just no openings whatsoever for them to get in there. 33 is just going to throw out the Doom.
Yeah, he's just solo
He didn't
killing
need to
people.
do that, but he just felt like it.
I mean, that's 2 supports for 1 BKB on a Doom.
On just the sliver of HP, the map continues to get smaller and smaller. As the heroes, anybody who stretches too far away, anybody who strays too far away from the base. Another tower down, tier 3s, tier 2s, all falling, and seemingly no answer from Heroic coming.
This guy is completely alone, by the way.
He is. Doom is on the other side of the map going on the Beastmaster, so they know he doesn't have a certain
nice
amount of
wave.
help here. 2 minutes left on the Aegis. BZM just trying to force it here. Heroic trying to get the kill without expending too much. And King Jungle's stuck at the guards will finally die. Yuma takes away the Aegis. Now pulling in Whitemon as best they can. 33's back into play here thanks to the recall, but he doesn't have the Doom. Used that earlier on Whisper. Pulls him away from Yuma just in the nick of time. Heroic reset around the fountain, but they will lose their middle lane of barracks and perhaps a second lane at bottom.
You know, the most disgusting thing here is even if you somehow drop some of these cores, if they have buyback, you can just recall them back in.
Yeah.
If you really want to end this game right here, 31K lead, 31 minutes, why not all in? I think you're going to want to see what happens.
I don't think I do. It's just a straight massacre out here. Whisper, they
got
make
the Tusk.
jump on Whitemon.
They got him.
In to kill the Tusk, and by God, they got him. They're going to absolutely get demolished in the fight, but by God, they got the Tusk.
He was instantly recalled.
He's already back in your base.
They got him, though, and that sends a message. That says, yeah, you eliminated us, but we got your buyback. What do you think about that? And your Coddle never bought Tranquil Boost. What do you think about that?
I think
it seems like your support duo is just 2 noobs.
I think they feel pretty damn good about their opening game against Heroic.
And they go for a Morphling.
BZM Morphling? Is that what we're seeing?
Nah, that's a carry Morphling, I think. I think it's mid Bristle.
People just opting for the higher damage output, more team fight presence in terms of being able to burst people down, consistent damage on the lane.
And I guess with the meld hit, the extra physical damage does really add up with the minus armor onto the Doom. He's going to take out from either the Dual Breath or King Jungles will find him eventually. And there it is, First Blood, where Heroic are going to struggle to make plays, and therefore Tundra are just going to out-farm Heroic and take a lead that way. As Soxa is going to be next up in the minus armor physical damage duo. They're just wrecking this bottom lane. Top lane, they actually do manage to get the kill. It looks like Crystallis might die as well. As one more round of Quills will manage to kill Matthew. And Whisper's out of mana. Did have a mango. Heals up a little bit more. He's out of mana once again. Doesn't have the mana. Oh, does have the mana for Forsaken. That gets the double.
Baited him with the mangoes.
Tundra out of sorts.
Level 2 battery already up. There's a lot of damage on top.
Oh, he's going to get at least somebody inside of this one. Soxa, he's going to be the victim, tries to push back Yuma, but he's already dead. Ice Path lands on a 33. They're going to try and double things up with a blood grenade, slowing him down. 33, hoping to get a neutral creep deny, and that is denied. Heroic will take both the kills. One comes in. Matthew's already trying to position for the bottom lane one. Analog is putting pressure on BZM, trying to keep him on the back foot as the runes spawn. Yuma left alone in the meanwhile. Up against 3 heroes, gets back to his tower, still has the meld to dodge a little bit of damage if he feels like he ticks out from the fire. Meanwhile, BZM goes for the power rune, finds King Jungles instead in that river area. Fairy Fire keeps King KJ alive for now. Analog cutting across. Still has a crush, had a bash ready to go, but BZM is just going to probably strength morph his way through all of this.
Actually, not much you can do in this matchup. It's just consistent damage versus consistent regen. The regen always wins with that hero. I would not mind just continually ganking this lane if I'm Heroic. should be easy kills down here if you can ever get Matthew on top of anybody.
Yeah, I mean, he gets the Crystal Main. They instantly kill the Cogs to try and get Whitemon out of there. The Ice Path is going to land. The calling comes a little bit too late. It does manage to get the kill onto the Jakiro, but with the Slaughter coming in from behind, multiple silences going out on him. Analog just dies.
He just didn't cast anything?
He walks through the tower, gets hit by the calling, silenced a million times, and he dies.
Of course he's not doomed, but I felt like it looked like he got doomed or something. He just ran in and then nothing happened. My brain froze. What was that?
Whisper trying to get a surprise kill on BZN. It does work! I thought surely that wasn't gonna work, but somehow...
Is incredibly boring itemization, and then they gave him a facet so he doesn't have to buy boots. So you can just walk, you can just slither around like a slug that you can't blow.
Pushing the Templar Assassin both through the calling and deeper into the enemy side of the map where Tundra's BZM will TP in to finish him off.
Disgusting facet for a disgusting hero.
What's your problem, man? Nice dead shot again, Zoxa. Really showing up on the Muerta now.
Somebody has
after
to
Matthew as well, but the Cogs.
Someone has to be brave enough to say it all. Oh my god. What is he doing? What is this game?
To the neutrals. He just walked into the Cogs. Apparently everybody forgot to play in this game.
Yeah, this looks like a pub game. They're just feeding. These are just feeds.
Oh, God. Didn't get him inside the Cogs. They will finally catch up to him, Yuma.
Okay, I mean, I guess it works out for Heroic in the end.
Yeah, Yuma dies at the start of the fight, and at the end of the fight, he cleans up a double kill.
Oh, he's a little Cobalt friend now.
Yeah. The guy helping him out. Hey, Whitemon. They are going to try and challenge him here.
They're going to try and kill him.
And the Meteor Hammer puts a stop to the freezing field. They will get the kill on the Dusa here. He tries to TP out with the Stone Gaze. Wait, is he actually going to make it? Okay, Doom stops you from healing, but it does not stop mana regen. What a
nice hero. What a beautiful hero.
Yeah, they know the Muerta's farming up this jungle area somewhere, and Matthew could use some earn charges, and he'll get that out of him. As Zoxa, the best he could do is stand and fight because the battery assault stopped TP, so he goes down. A little bit more experience for Matthew, and very importantly, some earn charges. 33, he's going for it. Analog chasing after him. They want to fight up here. He's going to blink into it, try and stop 33. Immediately gets doomed, but he's already kind of disengaged himself.
He's gone.
That is going to be another wasted doom from Tundra. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Whisper makes his move. Rod of Atos into the Gorgon's Grass, into the Meteor Hammer, and Crystal is taking so much damage, stuck inside the Macro Pyre. Tries to go for the kill onto Matthew, not quite able to. The Mystic Snake will finish him off. 4 spells from the Dusa, gets 1 kill on the Bristleback. Now chasing after more. Zoxa, he's up next. Another Rod of Atos, a Gorgon's Grass coming in soon. And Zoxa is going to be the second victim of this push as 5 heroes of Heroic show up to finish him off.
For days.
I mean, King Jungle's really helping out here with this.
If he gets the deny, I'm uninstalling. Okay.
Got the Ice Path, follow up, Macropyre, Gorgon's Grasp. A lot of ways to hold a hero inside of that Macropyre.
Things you cannot allow.
Yeah, if there's if you guys know anything about Avery, he has certain things that he hates being a hater, and one of them is watching.
Well, especially if you get the tower denied by the lowest.
He's not out. BZM, that was not
ambitious.
A TP that was ever going to work for you.
He still needs the Manta in this game for the Dispel. Just getting hunted. So you can read these plays.
Sure. And Whitemon, once again, will boldly try and hold a tower against the Medusa. This time with a little bit of help. Zoxa tries to go for the kill on the Jakiro. Fails on that one. Meanwhile, 33 comes in through the side with the help of BCM. They take out the Clockwork. Now, they chase after the Medusa. Do you want to interact with this hero yet?
5 on 3?
They're going to try. Stone Gaze goes out, and Tundra call that a win. They got a kill, and they got an ult out of him.
I still have an Aegis here on the TAs. A lot of catch-up potential in this lineup. You can just slow the game down.
Another lane ward to Whitemon. Posting that ward, though, will get him killed as he is spotted by Heroic a little bit too close there. Remember, the Aegis is still up, so this Templar Assassin kill, it's not a pick-off, not yet anyway. Whisper gonna try and cover him here. Analog 2, stun goes out onto BZM. Already half health from a lot of them. Minus armor blinks away from the Gleitner there. 33 under assault from Yuma. One meld hit. Analog chases him down. The Gorgon grabs. And look at BZM. Where is he going to go to? When he waveforms down to the low ground, that's going to be Analog right there ready for him. Now he does manage to turn into the Templar Assassin, get off a refraction. Chrysalis right in the middle of all of Heroic, just like his Razor from before. But this time around, Heroic are far too strong for him. They're up by 5K, and they're going to build that 5K. Nice dead shot back into play. Analog going to be taken out by Whitemon. Hits him with the freezing. Now the follow-up there with the field. The snake is bouncing around, though. Yuma, he's trying to just get out as BZM rejoins the fight. He goes after the Templar Assassin, fails to find that kill. Instead, it's going to be Whisper. Big Snake, he got all three of the heroes, gets a huge amount of mana. Now they're turning around with the Meteor Hammer with one shot from Yuma. Not enough to finish off Whitemon. Somehow that physical damage is enough. And the Dusa out of mana again here. Stick charges, not in time. Still on cooldown.
Thank
Yuma,
God.
who came back in to help out the Medusa, is going to pay for that as he gets run down with 33 back into play. A double kill for BZM.
Justice for Dusa haters everywhere. The beast has been slain.
In charge of trying to keep the Medusa at bay, while Tundra, the rest of them, three-man smoke through the gate to the other side of the map, try and find something, but they didn't find what they were looking for. Instead, they run into most of Heroic. Four-man up here, they go after the Clockwork, who's going to get doomed up. Whitemon, he'll die underneath the tower, and Soxa likely to join him. No, he TP's out successfully. No stuns coming out from Heroic. So support for support, but that was also a smoke and a doom used by Tundra. BZM going for the tower. Will get it.
Can he get out?
He doesn't have Manta. He has a waveform up. And he turns into the Slaughter to sprint himself away. And I think with that, with the Manta, I think he's likely to get him. In fact, Crystal's going to join in with this much minus armor. Analog's going to be in some trouble. Yuma's going to join in. A Melt Strike hits BZM, but he shrugs that off rather easily and chases after the Templar Assassin. He needs help. He needs Whisper. Whisper is in the neighborhood. Three heroes surround Yuma, but apparently they have no detection. Finally, the dust goes into the inventory. They spot Yuma, try and bring him down. 33 taking a lot of damage, but he survives through the final hit. No, the snake, it doesn't finish him off either. Now the Medusa in some trouble, surrounded by three heroes, not able to do any damage herself. A Stone Gaze goes out, will manage to separate from the rest of Tundra, but somehow another smoke up from Tundra. Running into the supports here. Matthew and KJ. Trying to get away from this bristleback, stall things out a little bit until the cores can be here. Jump in from 33, goes after Yuma, but he's able to blink away with a refraction up, and 33 just says, okay, screw it, I'm gonna kill the Jakiro. He will tick out there, but this is a bad area for Tundra to be fighting here. Puts himself into a corner as best he can. The final melt, oh, what? It missed? Did it hit a barrier? Either way, it's not enough damage, and somehow Tundra, despite being in this corner, look at BZM just going to work. Turns into the Slaughter, perma bashes Medusa. What the hell was that?
That was disgusting.
Perhaps an opportunity made in heaven here for Heroic. They're going to jump Soxa real quick, but he already got off his ultimate, so he's not going to die quick. Has to catch him with the hook shot. He still isn't dead. Meanwhile, Roshan's going to get burned down, so Tundra had taken the Aegis, and now they swarm outside the pit to take the fight. Damage there, doesn't want to throw away the Aegis for free. They reset onto the high ground. Heroic know they're there, want the fight to keep going, but do not feel confident about forcing it. Instead, it's 33 who forces it once again on the Jakiro, getting the Doom and killing him. Ghost Scepter goes out trying to protect him from the damage of Yuma. Yuma has to blink away from BZM. BZM, oh, he doesn't have detection, so he can't go after Yuma right now. Very awkward. Melt Strike hits him as he backs away. Matthew tries to jump out, but he is going to be the victim of this Morphling slash Slardar as he turns back at the Slardar, going into the water, gets bashed up, and he does lose the Aegis. It's only him and Chrysalis right now. The two against the three of Heroic, but the duo is strong enough to push the Heroic cores back, at least for now.
I mean, that kills big. It resets the Morphling hold.
May still have time for Heroic to change their fate in this game too. Analog leading the charge. Smoke's gonna break. Running into Chrysalis. He blinks forward, goes for the back line, goes straight for the Morphling who dies. Too much minus armor. With the Morphling now gone, Tundra really can't seem to take this fight. KJ, TP out, he doesn't make it. He gets cut down by the Quills, but Chrysalis is going to be left entirely alone here. Multiple rounds of snakes heading his way, and too much physical damage. Heroic will manage to get something out of it. Again, the amp damage plus the double initiation of the TA Slardar. See if they can get a buyback out of any of these heroes from Tundra. They will not. A Doom used on the bottom side of the map here. Now, 33. He'll be able to take this kill, but he was likely to die for it. As he BKBs, picks up the gem, TP's out. Wow. Pretty crucial in the matchup against that Morphling. You can ever catch him, force him to use the Manta against the TA Trap Silence. And they get some sort of follow-up, disable Ice Path, and immediate damage, try and burst him down. It's going to be close. They do manage to get him. Saksa did what he could with the dead shot, but Tundra just completely underestimating the burst damage that Heroic had, pushing into the high ground, just crazy. Can they get to the high ground first? Tundra, they kind of get there. KJ's getting some information. Yuma, they're going to jump out of the Morphling. Got the scythe onto him, and he's already morphing in his strength. This could be a little dicey. Yuma, he's getting doomed up already, and they can't seem to finish off BZM. He gets bashed a couple of times, but he's ignoring it. Yuma, he's going to head for the hills with the 33 Doom chasing after him alongside White Mod. The Ogre Seal totemed on after him, trying to use the meter after to save him, but he will die to the Doom. Meanwhile, Analog, he got BZM low, but not low enough for the kill. Buybacks coming in from Heroic. BZM trying to life-steal himself back into a good position.
Still has the Slardar steal. Gotta be careful of him.
Hidden in the trees, Whisper's gonna jump in once again, trying to force action onto himself. Analog follows it up, goes after the Muerta. Should be able to burst him out. No, Ghost Scepter goes off, gets off the call, and gets off the ultimate. Finally goes down to the side blades. Good use of the TA Trap Deny from Yuma. Managed to finish him off, trying to deal with the Bristleback up next. Pushing away the BZM Morphling. He pushes over to the side with the Ice Path on him and chases after the Chrysalis Bristleback, who heads to the north. Tundra resetting this time around their buybacks to the Muerta. Back to the pit, back to control over the right side of the map.
They have to find a way to heal right now. Those are big buybacks coming out from Heroic, but it will win them Roshan if Tundra can't get the resources back online.
They don't know he's inside the pit right now, and he's actually a little bit low.
Really bold. You get crushed Ice Path in here, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, this is gonna be real bad. Two-man crush. Whisper trying to follow it up, not immediate, so not the biggest punishment. BZM turns into the Slardar. Now just supposed to work onto the Roshan. He's just going to take the Aegis right away for himself. Activates the BKB, takes the Aegis, and now goes for the fight. Chased after Analog, goes for the back line, goes after the Jakiro, all trying to dodge away from this Morphling, who is nigh unstoppable right now. Whisper with the Stone Gaze, throw a little bit of volley back onto this Morphling. They decide maybe they can take him down at least one time. Force that, not good enough. He finally falls. The Doom's standing tall, right in the middle of it. 33 blinking in, but Yuma blinks out, so he has to use the Doom instead onto the Slardar, who's in a bit of trouble. Got the loaders, a beautiful Ice Path from KJ. He locks down two cores. One of them's gonna die in 33, and Chrysalis is completely out of mana. It's up to BZM now with the refresher shard. Wait for him, takes out Yuma. That's gonna be the carry down, and the Slardar slowed down to a crawl still as the Doom is on him. Down the river he goes. After the Jakiro, they'll take that kill at least, and Heroic are out of heroes now. One dead for 2 minutes, another for 70 seconds. Matthew has to cut the creep waves where he can because death is coming to their base.
That is a massive blow for Heroic in that fight. The fact that the TA gets jumped, there's just no rallying.
Run, Matthew, run, little Tin Man. I mean, run away. Dead shot will carry him out his retreat. I mean, he's buying time. It's honestly not the worst. No way, did he just find the smallest little juke path outside of their vision? Down he goes, out of sight. Tundra have lost him. He showed on the base.
Ninja Gear.
He still has Ghost Scepter. He still has Cogs. He's going to buy even more time, even when they find him here. Oh, nullifier. Okay, there he goes.
All right, 80 seconds. No buy. A lot of HP to get through.
Yeah, and he's just going to go to work on the buildings. They fall so fast. Heroic, they can keep their heroes alive, but they cannot keep the buildings alive, it seems. As Whisper's trying to slow him down as best he can. Yuma, he is rid of the Doom. He comes back into play, throwing around some shots at Chrysalis. On the side, though, 33 is herring the supports as best as possible. Got hit by a hook shot. Meanwhile, the jump into the Morphling, he immediately got psyched up. Stone Gaze goes out, tries to get it from him, and he does manage to wait for him, away to the side. Locked down by the Gorgeous Grass. Only a couple heroes, though. Chrysalis, he is still strong. Half HP, looking okay. The tier 4s are gone. Crush after crush, but Analog, too much damage. Even with the puddles, it's not good enough. Whisper almost out of mana. BZM trying to finish him off, immediately on the side, but they do manage to get the deuce out. Meaning a buyback coming out. Inside the fountain, BZM goes. He is going to try and take every single Heroic. Force them out of this tournament. Inside of the fountain if need be, but the Ancient dies before he can get the Rampage. Heroic will be forced out of the tournament in style by Tundra, who claimed the 2-0.
In style, I mean...